Welcome.
It's my line. Welcome, guys, to Pillow Talking Podcast, the only podcast shot in bed, the only podcast shot in bed with a newborn baby in bed. But no, guys, we are back for another week of entertainment and to talk for a little bit and get out your way. Amen.
Pastor.
Amen. Hey, let's just get right into it. Y'all know how we start every show. We always kind of start with crazy things we saw on social media or like trending things. And I think the most trending thing, well, what I want to talk about is Kamala Harris. She was chosen. Is that the word? Ordained.
Yeah.
Well, I've been so churchy right now.
You.
She was picked to be the running mate with Joe Biden in this upcoming presidential election in 2020. And of course, it was met with, the biggest response, whether negative, positive. It was the thing to talk about. I appreciate the jokes. I mean, she is AKA. She's a part of a sorority, so it's a lot of Greek jokes. It's a lot of HBC and college jokes, which are cool to see.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to college, like the jokes make sense if you've been to college. If you didn't go to college, you're probably like, a stroll off? What is that? Yeah, but if you've been to college, you know the culture of Greek life.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to see. I made a statement today on my Facebook, and I will stay true to it on this platform. I will not personally slander Kamala Harris. Is it
Kamala? I think.
That's definitely not right.
Kamala, that's what people be saying.
I think you're saying it worse than...
That's what people be saying.
Worse than white people.
Is it Camilla?
I don't know. I think it's Kamala Harris.
I know, because that's what people be saying. Kamala Harris.
I don't want to see this as slander.
Just say K. Harris.
K. Harris.
Bam.
I said I wouldn't personally. No, public elite. That's the word. It's killing me. I wouldn't talk about her in public because I know that they about to slaughter her from the other side. And even if I don't agree with everything with the senator, she's a black woman, and like I have a black wife, I have a black mother, I have a black daughter. It's just something that's in me. Like when I see, like it's like when you can talk about your friend, your best friend, but when somebody else do it, it's like
don't do that.
Right. And that's how I feel when I see like Republicans and like these old white men like dogging this woman out. I'm sitting there like, bro, we not gonna be on that. Like,
because that could be any of your.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it literally could be any of the women in my life. It could be you one day. It could be my daughter, my mother. So to see like these people now, if you want to talk politics and policy only, that's cool. Like I'm not talking about her policies and politics. I'm talking about the personal attacks on this black woman. I'm not for that. I'm sorry. Now in the group messages and in person that we have jokes and stuff, that's cool, but I'm not gonna join in with the choir that's about to, attack this woman, especially after watching that Obama documentary where Michelle Obama kind of went through and told like all the hurtful stuff they were saying about her as a black person, as a black woman, and she was just
like she just was
a wife. So I can't imagine the dirt they about to dig up, the pictures they about to make of her, the memes, the cartoons, and the what I'm saying. And
foolishness.
To me, some of that stuff coming from certain people don't sit right with me because I know it's some racial undertones. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing for our people to do it and to have but when, like I said, it's like when somebody talk about your friend.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Right.
So that's my whole stance with her. And for the people that say she has a questionable past, what president hasn't done? Show me one without anything, and then show me one who definitely don't have a past like Donald Trump.
Right. Or his wife's past. So
let's just be 100% clear. And I'm not. This is not a political show where I tell you who to vote for or who not to vote for.
That's your business.
That's your business. But I will tell you this: we have to vote, and we have to make sure that we are voting based off our personal convictions and what we deem is the next step for the next 4 years. Because we've seen what the past 3.5 years have been. Do we want to continue that, or is it time to change? Like, what do you think? And that's why I'll leave that, because I don't want to debate politics.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Moving on. As you can see, we have a newborn.
Yeah.
What we at? 6 weeks?
We are at 6 weeks. Well, Thursday.
Yeah, so we have a 6-week beautiful girl, and that makes the third child for us. And a lot of people look at us like we're crazy. And honestly, and I know we're new to the whole 3 kids things, it really hasn't been as crazy as people will make it seem on social media, on YouTube. A lot of people seem to warn you not to have,
or like scare you.
Yeah, scare you. Like 3 kids is really not that crazy if you have stability in the top. So if mom and dad have stability, they share, responsibilities. They pick up slack when this one not doing it. When, okay, you're tired. Let me take care of the kids tonight. Okay, I got free time. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Long as it's a balance. I think the issue is, and you can speak on this more because you're in a lot of mom groups. I think moms get overwhelmed because
that's mostly who talks about it too, and it's always bad. Like it's always negative. So yeah, that's why I told AT that I was gonna start doing the mom videos about 3 kids because it's just like there's no positivity at all. Like if I was scared as heck, and I was telling him that too. Like I was scared right before we had her because everybody was talking negative. Like it's not good to have 3 kids. Oh, why did you have 3 kids?
Negativity.
Oh my God, I'm always stressed. I'm always tired. Like what? Like
yeah, it was just like overload,
and it was from people who were stay-at-home moms. So like I have a job, like I have to go out. Me and JT both work, so plus we do this stuff. So it's like I was extra scared because I'm not gonna be home. So oh my God, but it's like. Wow. But I really, honestly, these past 6 weeks haven't been chaotic, really. I mean,
for one, I think we got a taste of it recently because our kids are only like a year and 6 months apart. So we already know, the process. We know what to expect.
Like we have baby is kind of fresh on our mind.
Yeah, we have the routine. Yeah. We have the schedule, how to balance it. So it's not hard. Like, and we're prepared. We went into it prepared. Yeah. Prepared like mentally as far as getting the room set up. We already knew what we needed, where we needed it.
Yes, we definitely became minimalist with this baby because we noticed that
we kind of overdid some stuff with our other son.
And it was just really
stuff we bought stuff we didn't use. we and that's something that, you definitely should talk about in your videos, like essential items. Like people have babies and stuff, and do all this. And you do stuff that's overly, like for example, and I was stupid and I didn't listen. But when we were about to have Major, I went out and bought all these, the little Jordan boxes with the
shoes and
the newborn sizes,
fresh,
never worn, because guess what? By the time it's time for them to go out the house and wear stuff, they're going to be too big for newborn stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
Most kids stay in the house for 6 weeks to 8 weeks. That puts them at 2 months old. If they're breastfeeding or formula, they are going to grow fast. They're not going to be able to fit that newborn stuff.
Yeah.
By the time they're wearing clothes, then you got to also think, I didn't even think when we had Major, it was cold outside. So I was buying stuff that was for warmer weather, and by the time we got to warmer weather,
bothers me. I don't like when people give me gifts like that. Like I'm like,
by the time we got to warmer weather, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't fit it, so it was just stuff that literally he may have wore one time, or we forced him to wear.
We had a lot of stuff still in tags.
Right. It's
also
stuff
with Evan, I had a lot of stuff.
It's stuff that they never even get to wear, never get to use because we not thinking logically. We're like, this is cute. Let me get it. Oh, and then this is innovative. Let me get it.
Like a shower is kind of to shower you with gifts and stuff like that. So when people buy you gifts and stuff, it's like, I don't have to buy this.
And that was
but you still end up having to buy.
That was another mistake we made with Major. Like I tell people all the time, do not buy stuff until after the gender reveal and shower when it comes to babies, because one, if you have a big family
Yeah,
or
especially out of
a
town, like
community, or you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
people are gonna bless you. Like
yes,
if you that, especially
yeah,
if you're a good person, you
yeah,
will be amazed by the gift
yeah,
cards, the blessings, the diapers, the
the
clothes.
the
Like
money, like everything.
people love babies.
Yeah,
People love,
people
especially
love good families
right. If
who,
you're a good family, and
yeah,
people love to see people get married and have
have
kids
children.
and
Yes,
stable environment, so they
yeah,
will pour into it. They will spoil you.
yeah,
So a lot of the stuff I bought before the gender reveal and baby shower, I turned around and I got 2 or 3 of them because
right,
I was being overzealous and not waiting to see, what blessings I would get.
right,
Because that's what that whole phrase, it takes a village, like that initial like baby shower and how people really step up early on is really important because it's a lot to have a kid. So to have that
yeah,
support of family and friends to say, look, I'm gonna give you diapers, I'm gonna give you gift cards, I'm gonna give you this, that, and then you get all of it in your house, and it'd be months before you need to go buy
right,
diapers or
yeah,
wipes. You know what I'm saying? That's the blessing that comes with family and community and
yeah,
stuff like that. So that's why my advice, and I always tell people, just hold off. The baby not here yet. You got
wait,
time to buy it.
yeah,
Put
you
your money to
definitely
the
do.
side if you want to spoil
Just
them.
save it. Like we had a budget also. Like
Right.
we planned very well, honestly, for this baby.
'Cause we like I said, we knew
'Cause
we knew what we needed.
I mean, it's the third child in this house,
We knew
so
what we needed. We knew what we don't use.
yeah.
We know what. For example,
We told people what to get us specifically, and
right.
some people probably feel like, oh, why y'all did that, but it really worked out perfectly. I said,
And I think
no,
people, I think
I didn't
people
really want any
appreciate.
clothes and stuff.
I think people appreciate the direction, like so they because
Yeah, some stuff don't
gift
get
buying
used.
is hard.
Yeah,
Like it's hard to I wonder what they like this shirt. I wonder
Yeah.
what they wear this. So if you make a list, or you have an open registry
yeah,
at a store, that really helps people because they
Yeah.
can just log into Amazon, log
and
into
see
Target,
what you want.
buy it, or you know what I'm saying.
I know for
Like,
me, the worst thing for me to do is I can't stand when I buy somebody a gift and they don't like it or they don't use it. Like I don't. It's not
Right.
necessary for their life. Like I don't like that.
I would much rather you tell me what you need and
Yeah.
then let me buy it. Like
Yeah.
so, that's my advice. Like having 3 kids is not. I don't see it.
Like
It hasn't been a problem, and I don't see it being a problem. The only
don't
problem
either,
that
yeah.
I can see us having, and we already know it, is space. Like we have to get a bigger
Yeah.
vehicle because we got 2 kids that still need backpacks. Another kid who's growing tall and lanky and always have stuff, and probably gonna be in sports. It's no way. That's like the only thing we kind of run into as far as having 3 kids. You
Yeah,
have
like
to have
along
a,
the line. Yeah,
you have
like
to have the
car
mommy
situation,
car or the
and
family car. That's
we
just
just yeah.
so. That's the only thing that I said. Maybe
That's
That's
a big issue.
that's like a big issue.
Everything
that
else
people
is
may
just
not think
normal
about.
issues. Oh yeah, their kids are gonna be loud. That's normal.
Right.
Like it's already loud.
Right.
With our 1-year-old.
But what I will tell you can train newborns to adapt to anything. Like
Yeah. That's why
right
it's
now,
important to
our
keep a
newborn
schedule.
is falling asleep, and we're talking loud and stuff
Yeah.
because we
done that.
don't walk around like on
Yeah.
eggshells. Like she is used to noise.
Yeah.
She's used to having brothers running around playing
Her
and still
big-
being
yeah,
able to
major right here hollering in her
right.
ear.
She's still being able to find that sleep, and you know what I'm saying.
It's soothing to her.
They learn to adapt to the environment.
Mm-hmm.
They learn to sleep with the light on, the lights off.
Yeah.
They learn to sleep in their bassinet in the bed.
Wherever, like yeah.
Right, and you can like kids will adapt to any environment. You don't spoil them to one thing because if it changes now,
That's why it's important to move your baby around. Also,
Right,
like
that-
if they're crying in one spot, okay, try another spot. Like,
right.
but yeah, like it's.
And this is something that I learned, and now I think I don't want to say mastered it, but when it comes to kids, and especially new parents, kids are gonna cry. Crying does not mean your kid is dying.
Yeah.
Now, if it's something like a scream, like something crazy,
They're screaming.
that's
they're crying,
different.
like,
But if they're just crying, it's okay to be like, okay, I can.
you
I
can
have to
let
do
a
it.
baby cry for a
Right.
while. You
Like
can.
I've seen mothers and people like say you're using the bathroom, like you about to pee or finish peeing, they will literally, oh my god, I'm baby crying, and pee
run.
all over and run. Like,
and that literally spoils your baby. That tells me if I holler, you're gonna
I'm
do
gonna
whatever
get
I
it.
want.
Yeah. So it's that type of stuff that we've
not
learned
good.
to adapt to. We have I don't want to say a strict schedule, but our boys know the routine.
Yeah. I think that's what helped, honestly, too. Me, when I come, I knew we already had got our schedule down
right.
pat.
We have a routine,
and that was
works.
what a lot of nurses were saying. Stick to your schedule, like whatever schedule you had before the baby. Find a way to put her on that schedule, like, and that way everything will work smoothly. And so it still transitioned good because we literally kept our schedule with the boys, like. No, like this is what I already know ahead of time, that my boys got to eat at this time. We already know that, like we know that already. So it's it's much easier.
And I know a lot of people want to know stuff like about dating and going on dates and sex and all that with 3 kids. And it does not change.
It doesn't.
You just might have to change your timing, and sometimes you might have to be like, hey, wait, it's quiet. Everybody sleep? Oh, you want to watch a movie?
Yeah.
Or you want to, you know what I'm saying?
You have to, I will say you do have to find the time.
Right.
But you have to find the time that's best for you. It's not impossible.
Right. And especially if you have people around you who can trust to watch the kids and stuff. It's nothing to ask somebody, hey, you want to watch the kids for 2 hours while we go out and have a date and, reconnect and chill? Like, and I had to understand that because I had gotten to a point where even on our dates, I was like, let's take the kids. Let's bring the kids.
And you guys did that. I'm thinking I think we had talked about that in the beginning podcast about all that.
And I didn't, and even to this day, I never, even when I was dating Dominique and she, before we were even like extra serious, I was like, bring Evan. I don't care if we go, bring him. And then when we had our kids, like I didn't mind going on dates with kids, but now once we had a third kid, I'm like, okay, now I see we need to have our time together. Like we have to make sure that we don't become
just parents
and roommates.
Yeah,
we have to make sure we still go out, we still talk, we still, we're still able to live.
Make time for each other. Which you can. You have 24 hours literally to be a parent, be a wife, be a husband.
And I don't like to say whatever. Make time because
there's time. There's enough time.
I just say find time because a lot of time we clearly can't make time. I think we find time, like, because it's time where
whatever you find time for.
I'm
what you
doing
want,
something, and I'll look up and I've been doing it for an hour. Like, for example, I'll sit down and say I'm gonna listen to one radio show or interview, and next thing you know, I've been doing it for 2 hours, and I get lost in that. And that's 2 hours that it was quiet, chilling, but I could have maybe did something with my wife or did something with my kids or. I
had some alone time.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta make sure you do that. So you can still date, you can still have sex, you can still, date and
enjoy your life.
Enjoy life with kids. Also, and I'm realizing this now, when you add a new kid, you cannot focus just on the newborn.
Right.
You have to make a effort. I'm talking about a literal effort to spend more time if you can with the other kids.
Yeah.
So what I do now, when they come home from school, I will literally go lay in bed in their room while they play and stuff, and be available to them to let them know, hey, Dad's here, we're good.
Yes.
Baby's in there, and sometimes Dom will come in there. If the baby sleep, we will spend time with them. That's why they honestly don't even realize they have a new sister.
Like Major, we were scared about Major, but it's been 6 weeks and like he is not, starving for our attention, like doing crazy stuff to get our attention.
Right.
Like, he is his normal self, back to his normal self.
None of our kids
I was scared about that. And remember, Evan, whenever Major first came, he would ask all these questions like, oh, you guys don't like me. But now he's not like that at all. Like, he still gets his time. And so he loves his baby sister so much.
Right.
He does not worry about, do we love him?
And I think our issue with I think we were so focused on having a newborn and
Yeah.
that was my first time with a newborn. That was your
Right.
first time having a newborn right after you had him because
Yeah.
with Evan, he was premature, so he was
Right.
in the hospital.
So that whole first 2 weeks.
So that whole first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we were literally
first for me, too.
acting like we only had one child, and like that's something that
And trying to find our rhythm. Yeah.
I'm glad that Evan is not older because he probably won't remember when he gets older.
Yeah.
But if he was older, I'll really have to sit down and apologize. Be like,
Right.
We kind of dropped the ball, but like now we know, okay, if they come home and the baby sleep, let's just go sit in their room. Like we don't even.
And most of the time,
we don't
she
even
literally
talk
is
to him.
sleeping, so.
We don't even have to talk to him. We will.
We literally be
Dominique
chilling.
will get in Evan's bed. I will get in Major's bed, lay down. They will play and act like we're not there,
Right.
and we will sit there and look at our phones, check
It's just
emails, work stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that we're there and available for them. And then next thing you know, they're telling us about their day. They talking to us. They asking us questions. They, we got Evan a camera. He always wants to take pictures. Like now they all feel like it's just about balance. Like, for example, Dominique, the other day, she was like, hey, I want some ice cream. So when I went and got the ice cream, I was like, hey, I know Evan loves sprinkled ice cream. So how hard is it for me to say, okay, my wife wanted ice cream. Let me just get a sprinkled ice cream for Evan.
Yeah.
Just a simple stuff
then
like that.
You have Major, so then you just, what you do? You split that.
Right.
He not. I
already know Evan's not going to eat the whole ice cream cone. He only want the cone and the ice cream. Yeah. So I just scrape the top off, give it to Major.
And bam.
And now everybody's happy in the house.
Happy, literally. That's all.
2 ice cream cones.
You don't have to go be all extra. That's what I'm saying. I'm learning the definition of minimalist as a parent right now. It's seriously, and I think it's great.
It is
like
perfect.
I used to be like, I don't know, I could never live in a tiny house or like all kind of other stuff like that. I could never downsize of things that are not necessities. Things that are that's just what's the word I'm looking for? It's not necessity. It's a
want.
I want our privileges. Like I don't like, for instance, a crib. We do have a crib. Cribs that the baby could have used.
Yeah, we got
but
cribs.
We learned with Major that was
cribs don't really work
necessary for me.
They don't work as good as some of the newer bassinets because
and they're big.
They're huge for one.
Yeah, like Major's crib was big. It was
and
a nice
two, they're not efficient because wouldn't you rather be able to just roll over and if the baby was crying, like when she cries now and she's in a bassinet, it's a simple rollover. Oh, her pacifiers out, put it in.
Right.
With a crib, you got to get up, reach in the crib.
Get up. Well, Major had his own room when he was born, and now I would never do that ever again. Right. Put a newborn in another room. Not because I'm scared, because I'm really not. I knew my kids were fine.
It was
but because
easier.
It's so much easier
to go from this to their own room than go from their own room and keep them in one because it's gonna be a period. Like when they first start teething and they first get sick for the first time, they have to come in your room.
They need to be close,
So when that happens, if you bring them in your room, it's hard to get them out. But if they're already in your room, and then you wait till they're like a year and a half to move them out, that's a whole different movement. And that's what Evan did. Evan was in the room, and then we migrated him out.
Yeah. And it was very smooth. It took like 2-3 weeks.
Right.
Whereas Major we did opposite. And it's like
it's not working.
It's like he got sick one time and we moved him in here and he never wants to get out now.
Right.
Like, and that's But I definitely, this is the best thing I could have done because it's
the
like
bassinet by the bed is the best option for us.
Everybody.
I think a lot of people should consider it. It's not the traditional crib, but I think it works.
Yeah. But
and
they're pretty big size. I mean,
they are.
You have
nice.
time to grow. Your baby has time.
Now
to grow
they can be a little pricey, but it's worth it. Get a good one that can go up and down and all the stuff, and I promise you, it's worth the investment.
It's so much easier, guys. Seriously.
But bassinets are definitely worth it. Invest in them and be happy.
Kids is not that hard if you have balance. If you have help,
it's not. If you have help,
my God, like
you can work, you can date, you can do your thing, you can watch movies together, you can do family stuff, you can still go out to eat, you can still I'm saying this and I don't want to sound like what's the word? I don't want to sound ungrateful because we have 2 vehicles, But the only issue I see with 3 kids, and I keep coming back to it because
That's his biggest. That's his only issue.
it is
Like
the hardest part about 3 kids for me is getting around in the car because
he is big.
there's
on
no space, there's no room for backpacks, there's no
Like in
room
the
for
front of the car.
entertainment, there's no room for anything. Like
it's literally just room for the kids.
Room for the people, and that's in both. I have a bigger sedan. She has like a sport, like more sporty one.
Yeah.
But either way, it's no room. And then on top of that, it's no. If I needed to, like one time, and this happened recently, I had to go play at an event, and I had to bring my keyboard, and literally my kids had to sit on each other's lap. And I know that's illegal, but hey, I had to go, you know what I'm saying? Had to secure the bag, had to, you know what I'm saying, work work calls, had to do what I had to do. So that's the only issue I've seen with 3 kids. It's really just the space. And if that's the only issue that I have so far, then it is what it is.
Yeah. It's not
something else that we are blessed with is that our boys are kind of growing at a rate that they can share certain, like Evan's clothes are fitting major, so we don't have to spend as much money on clothes because we buy. There's something else. Buy decent clothes. Buy nice shoes,
and they last.
You don't have to buy them from the store. Like you can buy. Like sometimes I'll find deals. Like people are selling brand new Jordans and stuff that their kids try it on, and then by the time it's time for school, it couldn't fit.
Right.
Stuff like that, or outlet stores and all that. But buy good clothes because they pass down easy.
Yeah,
and they last.
And
you can't even tell. Some of major past hand-me-downs look better than brand new stuff.
Yes. Like my mom, she started that whenever Evan was little. Like Major, we really never had to buy Major any clothes
because he has.
I kept all Evan's clothes.
Right.
Baby clothes, I kept it all, and he had really nice baby clothes.
Where have those?
Right. Like I found so many sales, like it's crazy. Right. So he had all that, and then Evan, I kept his 2Ts. Like Evan's 5 now. He's in 5T, 4T, 5T. I kept his 2T clothes. I kept his 3T clothes. So now Major is 1, but he's in 2T right now. So I'll just go get that out of the closet.
Some of Evan's shoes he never really wore, especially when he was younger.
Like his Jordans and all that.
They all in perfect condition. Yes. So now his brother can wear them. You know what I'm saying?
And now, we haven't bought at Major
so
any
for
shoes.
us, that's saving money. We have kind of mastered our eating plans. Like, you know, Dominique cooks on Monday. Usually I'll cook on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on leftovers and stuff. And then we'll take a break on the weekends and eat out a couple times. But, you know, that saves us money by cooking and staying home, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And not going to, you know, fast food every day and all that. That adds up, especially with 3 kids. So you got to be smart.
Yep.
And it's healthier to eat at home anyway.
Yeah.
We mastered like entertainment because some people can't go to the movies anymore, but like our kids like doing movie nights at home because they can eat as much as they want.
Right. As much popcorn as they want. Yeah.
Watch three TV shows instead of a movie. So, you know, you just make adjustments.
Literally, like that. It don't even have to be some great movie. Like we literally just be putting on like a show like on Netflix.
And for some odd reason
and give him popcorn and he thinks that's a movie.
Our kids, especially our middle son, they love watching adult stuff.
Yeah, that's weird.
Adult movies. And I'm not talking about bad stuff. I'm saying like I could put on a Tyler Perry movie and they will watch it.
Yeah. Like with people, real people.
Like real people. Like the cartoons don't really work. Yeah. I don't know if cartoons are dying off or.
That's weird.
It's like
he's
kids,
1 and he watches.
Yeah, like kids don't really be paying. I literally had on Fresh Prince the other day. And our kids were watching Fresh Prince like it was.
Like Evan's 5, so I understand him. But Major's 1, guys. Like what in the world?
It just goes to show you, like you can make adjustments for anything. The money is there. Like now, Journey, obviously, our daughter, we got to buy new clothes for her, and girls obviously cost more, right? Because it's so much that whatever. All right. That's why you only have 1.
Yeah. But I think it's gonna be okay. I mean, I think it's great though because I'm ready to buy her clothes. Like we're ready. We didn't really buy her things.
Right. So now we have the opportunity to buy. Like I said, our main goal is obviously moving into a house, getting a SUV. That's it. So everything else is taken care of.
Yeah. Pretty much, man. I
So
mean,
that's what I'm saying. 3 kids is not a death sentence.
It's not.
Any amount of kids, really, it's all based on. You can have one kid and be stressed out if you don't have a stable marriage and relationship and balance.
Yeah. I really think it's just about balance. Balance is the key to life under God. Literally, like balance. I say that all the time, and people just be like, "I'll be like balance."
All about
like,
balance.
Every single thing.
Everything in the
needs
world
balance.
is about balance.
You have it works so much better.
Like from working out to dieting to spending money.
Oh my gosh, to relationships, everything.
Everything is about balance.
Balance, like
it's really that simple. We live in everything,
like seriously,
everything.
Guys.
So just make sure if you do, and I don't want to go into the whole baby mama culture and all that because that's a whole nother show we're gonna do.
Yes.
But if you do have a kid, my biggest thing is about making sure, however you're gonna parent with the other person, whether it's a spouse, a boyfriend, or whatever the situation is, you guys have to have some type of understanding that it can't be all on one person,
right?
Or that person will feel like they're living in hell.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm talking about that starts from conception. So I don't think any woman should have to deal with pregnancy alone. As far as doctor's appointments and
even if you guys are separated, like not together, there's still you don't cross boundaries.
You don't talk. Yeah, I'm saying checking in.
You check in. Yeah,
stuff costs. You start racking up stuff, and sometimes you're hurting and need medicine. It's random. You never know. So that's my whole thing, and I guess we'll leave it there because I don't want to end up talking about baby mama culture. But okay, so look, let's close it out like we always do. I love you, but I don't care. This week, I have to talk about basketball still. The NBA bubble is still the safest place in America. The playoffs are right around the corner, and I'm excited to see who will come out. I'm rooting for the Lakers. Y'all know I'm a big Kobe fan. And I was, trying to root for the home team this year, the Pelicans. But, Zion and the team, they just didn't show up ready to play, and we move on to next year.
Chunky.
I do like the beef and how people are starting to heat up because, you're stuck together with all these grown men. So it's going to get crazy. I can't wait to see the playoffs.
What else is going to happen?
Right. Yeah, that's it for me, man.
What did I see? I saw a lot of stuff that caught my eye, but I'm talking about as far as worthy of talking about.
Well, in that case, it's been another episode of Pillow Talking.
No, stop. I do want to talk about this WAP culture.
No, that's too long. No,
all right.
No.
Okay, anyway.
That's too long.
Video, okay. But I just want to say one thing. I didn't like how people were saying, wow, this is uplifting to black women. Like, this is dope. This is, black women are awesome, amazing. Like, that we were all just looking up to that. Like, that was just all black women had to offer this video. People were really under that video saying that.
People were saying that. I don't think the artists were saying that, though.
No. The artists never say anything.
That's why I don't care about what people say. People are dumb.
People are wild now.
People are dumb.
Like, 2020, what's going on with the people? What's going on with the kids?
It's always, I'm going to say this about it, and I don't want to talk about it, but it's always been stuff like WAP, even in the 80s. Like, you had 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
You had,
it's
Lil'
just put on a big
and
screen
then
now. That's
it wasn't a big screen back then.
I'm saying way extra now because we have social media.
But that's what I'm saying. You had Kaya, you had Trina, you had Nicki early on. You had, you know what I'm saying? This is not new. Like, that's why I'm acting like you guys are just trying to hop on trends and stuff like that. And the whole thing with the kids, they're not making those songs for kids. So if your kids are watching it, that reflects your parenting.
No, yeah.
So let me just say about the WAP. So about Meg and Cardi. Meg and Cardi are not making this song for your kids. They didn't put this on YouTube Kids and all that. If your kids are watching this, that's a reflection of you as a parent. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to say, if a video can change your kids and make them be strippers or make them do this, and that tells me that you're not doing a job of instilling what morals and values you want them to have. Because as a parent, you should want your kids to be able to go in the environment,
Yeah.
but still stay
Be
the same person,
have the same
character.
Yeah, yeah.
Like my mom always said, I don't care if you go in a club, if you wherever you at, I'm raising you to act like this. You don't change the environment. You are this person. So if your kids can't interact with people who think different or see stuff that not without changing, you're not doing a good job at parenting.
Yeah,
and I'll leave it
because
at
that means they're not rooted.
Right. If you want to argue,
everybody
with me,
been talking about being rooted.
Right. But that's all I gotta say, and we're out of here because.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes me mad when people say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let Meg and Cardi do music for their fans and keep your kids off of their stuff. Yeah,
that's literally like BT After Dark. Like
your kids shouldn't be following. if you notice that your kids are fans of them, maybe you should. If they're underage, you should maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How crazy that sounds. But look, I'm out of here.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that was that.
Hey, stay tuned. We got guests coming. We got all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like we're gonna still be in quarantine for a while. School is starting back. We'll see how that goes. I pray everybody stays healthy. I pray that we get some answer for this pandemic. Yes. And I just pray that everybody stays healthy, man. Like that's all you can do. Like seriously, at this point, all we can do is pray. It's some gospel artist, man, who just put out a song called "Pray."
I wonder who that was.
I don't know. I think
some girl. Huh?
Some girl with black hair.
Yeah.
She put out a song called "Pray." I don't know.
I should check it out though.
Maybe I should check it out.
It's pretty dope.
Google. I mean, look it up.
Yeah.
Pray or something.
Right.
Corn Heart.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's her name. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but literally, we have to pray right now. Yeah. Like we have to pray.
Great for this time,
man. So go get that. Go check that out, and we're out, man.
Yep. Good night, guys.
Good night.